Kindness without power invites exploitation. People do not follow morals, they follow advantage. If your softness costs them nothing, they will drain you without guilt. Strength creates boundaries. Once power is felt, respect follows naturally, even from those who secretly resent you. Transparency is weakness in a competitive world. When people know your plans, they prepare defenses. Silence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates fear. Let others misjudge you. While they react to illusions, you quietly move toward your real objective without resistance. Reality matters less than what people believe. Most decisions are emotional, not logical. If you shape perception, you shape outcomes. Appear calm, capable, and unbothered, even when chaos surrounds you. A controlled image grants authority before you ever act. Becoming hated. Fear is more reliable than love, but reckless fear creates rebellion. Apply pressure selectively. Let consequences be known, not constantly displayed. People should fear crossing you, not existing near you. Balanced fear produces obedience without provoking revenge. Words are cheap tools of manipulation. Promises cost nothing. Loyalty costs everything. Observe patterns, not speeches. When pressure arrives, truth appears. The dangerously smart judge people by behavior under stress, not by comfort-driven declarations of loyalty. The world punishes visible weakness without mercy. Identify your flaws privately and correct them quietly. Never wait for enemies to discover them first. Self-discipline is invisible armor. What cannot be exploited cannot be used against you. Ego blinds leaders. If you appear superior, you become a threat. Make superiors feel secure, admired, and essential. Let them believe success flows from them. Survival near power requires humility as strategy, not submission as weakness. Everyone is driven by hunger, status, security, admiration, control. Discover what they crave most, and you control their choices. Never fight desire, redirect it. Those who understand motivation rarely need force to win. Visibility attracts opposition. Blend in while sharpening your mind. The underestimated face fewer obstacles. When action is required, strike decisively and briefly. Surprise is a weapon only available to those who resist the urge to impress. People remain loyal only while it benefits them. Accept this truth without bitterness. Structure relationships around mutual advantage, not emotional expectations. When interests align, loyalty appears. When they don't, betrayal should never surprise you. Hostility often hides behind friendliness. Polite behavior can mask dangerous intent. Study actions, not expressions. Excessive charm deserves extra observation. Those who smile the most often strike without warning. Impatience hides character. Patience reveals it. When you wait, others grow uncomfortable and expose intentions. Time pressures people into mistakes. Whoever controls patience controls the situation. Shouting rules signals insecurity. Calm, firm boundaries command respect. When crossing a line has consequences once, it rarely happens again. Strength does not announce itself, it enforces itself quietly. Nothing is truly free. Either you owe someone or they owe you. Understand this balance clearly. Ignoring it leads to hidden control. Power lies in knowing who is indebted and who is not. Emotional reactions blur judgment. Detachment creates clarity. The less emotionally invested you are, the more strategically dangerous you become. Calm minds see options others miss. Detachment is not cruelty, it is precision. When people see the limits of your power, they plan around it. Hold something back. Let others underestimate what you can do. Hidden strength creates hesitation and fear. Surprise is only possible when your true capacity remains unseen until the decisive. Moral ideals rarely predict behavior under pressure. Human nature does. People choose survival, advantage, and ego when tested. Understanding this makes you realistic, not cruel. Those who master psychology outperform those who rely on how people should behave. Power flows one way. Make others need you while you remain self-sufficient. Dependency creates loyalty stronger than promises. When people rely on your resources, knowledge, or access, they protect you instinctively. Never reverse this equation. The same action at the wrong time fails. At the right time, it dominates. Patience allows you to strike when resistance is weakest. Rushing serves emotion, not strategy. Those who master timing appear lucky, while others call it coincidence. Distance hides information. Proximity reveals flaws. Stay close enough to observe patterns, fears, and mistakes. Knowledge neutralizes hostility. An enemy you understand is predictable, and predictability is the enemy of danger. Arguments waste energy and expose insecurity. Position yourself so debate becomes unnecessary. When authority is clear, words lose relevance. Power does not convince, it sets conditions. Let reality enforce your viewpoint while you remain silent. Consistency makes you readable. Surprise resets control. Let people believe you are slow, calm, even passive. When action comes, make it swift and final. Sudden movement breaks defenses built on false expectations. An undisciplined mind cannot lead others. If impulses rule you, enemies already do. Discipline sharpens focus, delays gratification, and removes emotional leakage. Control over yourself is the quiet signal of dominance others subconsciously recognize. Begging signals desperation, and desperation invites exploitation. Always create alternatives before negotiation. The ability to walk away is leverage. Those who need less command more. Strength in negotiation comes from options, not words. A strong reputation repels attacks before they begin. People hesitate to challenge what appears solid and respected. Build a reputation for competence, calm, and consequence. Once established, it works for you even when you are absent. Anyone who can emotionally destabilize you holds power over you. Identify these weaknesses and sever or control them. Emotional clarity protects strategic thinking. The fewer emotional hooks others have, the harder you are to manipulate. Silence shifts pressure. When others speak first, they reveal priorities, fears, and intentions. Information gained without cost is pure advantage. Listening is not passivity, it is extraction. Some conflicts offer nothing but distraction. Choose battles that improve position or remove threats. Winning unnecessary fights drains resources and exposes you. Strategic restraint preserves power for decisive moments. Forced dominance creates resistance. True authority appears calm, inevitable, unquestioned. Speak less, act precisely, and maintain composure. When power feels natural, people submit without realizing they have done so. Truth is complex. Certainty is simple. Humans follow what feels confident. Present conclusions, not debates. When you sound sure, others assume legitimacy. Confidence turns assumptions into reality. Emotions fluctuate. Patterns repeat. Observe routines, habits, and reactions. Patterns make behavior predictable. Predictability allows control. Strategic minds do not react emotionally. They calculate rhythm and intervene at critical points. Fixed strategies decay. What worked yesterday invites defeat tomorrow. Adaptation keeps you ahead of expectation. Change methods before circumstances force you to. Flexibility is survival at higher intelligence. The more people invest time, effort, or reputation in you, the harder it becomes for them to oppose you. Investment creates psychological ownership. Those who build your success protect it instinctively. Panic spreads weakness. Calm creates authority. In chaos, the composed mind becomes the center of gravity. People follow stability instinctively. Calm is dominance under pressure. Brute force wins moments. Strategy wins eras. The patient observer who understands people, timing, and leverage eventually controls outcomes. Power is not rushed. It is accumulated, protected, and released only when victory is certain. Real power does not announce its arrival. It builds in silence through preparation, alliances, and positioning. Noise attracts resistance too early. Grow quietly until action becomes unavoidable. When power finally moves, it should feel sudden, overwhelming, and irreversible. Apologies signal doubt. When you explain or justify necessary actions, you weaken authority. Own your decisions calmly. Those who hesitate to stand behind their choices invite questioning, resistance, and manipulation. Confidence after action closes doors to debate. Failure is a private teacher. Ignore it and repeat mistakes. Analyze it and refine strategy. Emotion clouds lessons. Detachment reveals them. The dangerously smart extract advantage even from loss, turning temporary defeat into long-term superiority. Credit is currency. Sometimes spending it buys loyalty, protection, and invisibility. Those who feel appreciated defend your interests willingly. When others stand in the spotlight, you operate freely behind it, shaping outcomes without attracting attention. Unlimited access lowers perceived value. Scarcity creates respect. Decide who can reach you, when, and how. Barriers filter weakness and entitlement. When people must earn your time, they approach with preparation and seriousness. Intentions lie. Reactions reveal truth. Focus on how people respond under pressure, loss, or delay. Reactions are patterns you can rely on. Strategy built on reaction is stronger than strategy built on promises. Emotional timing is impulsive timing. It favors short-term relief over long-term dominance. Wait until conditions maximize advantage. The disciplined mind acts when emotion subsides and opportunity peaks. Likability fades, usefulness endures. People protect what they need. Skills, solutions, and leverage create security. When your absence causes inconvenience or loss, your presence gains authority beyond personality. Constant presence breeds familiarity. Familiarity weakens impact. Strategic distance sharpens attention. When you step back, people reassess your importance. Distance, used correctly, increases gravity rather than diminishing it. Loud confidence attracts notice. Quiet competence wins wars. Those who do not boast are often the most prepared. Measure capability by results, not volume. Underestimating silent players is a common and fatal error. Predictability invites control. Change rhythm before others exploit it. Small, unexpected shifts disrupt plans built around you. Adaptation preserves advantage and forces others to constantly readjust. Actions create facts. Narratives decide meaning. After moving, shape how it is understood. Silence allows others to define you. Calm framing preserves legitimacy and limits backlash. Allies chosen by emotion fail under pressure. Choose based on reliability, interest alignment, and competence. Sentiment weakens judgment. Strategic alliances survive stress. Emotional alliances collapse at the first cost. Urgency exposes need. Need invites exploitation. Slow your pace even when stakes are high. Calm timing projects control and shifts pressure onto others. Those who can wait dictate terms. Demands without leverage invite refusal. Build advantage first, resources, alternatives, influence. When demands finally come, compliance feels logical, not forced. Power that prepares rarely needs. Visibility attracts challenge. Invisibility preserves freedom. Step out of sight when consolidation is needed. Those who disappear temporarily often return stronger, while attention seekers exhaust themselves defending position. Gratitude fades, interest endures. Do not confuse thanks with commitment. Secure loyalty through structure, not sentiment. Systems outlast emotions. Context determines impact. The same action can elevate or destroy you depending on environment. Observe power dynamics, emotional climate, and hidden tensions. Strategic awareness prevents unnecessary conflict. Remember everything, react to nothing prematurely. Loud grudges expose fixation. Quiet memory preserves leverage. Time turns information into opportunity. Patience transforms memory into power. Self-mastery is the final advantage. When others lose composure, you gain position. Calm under pressure, restraint under temptation, clarity under chaos, this is the foundation of lasting power. Being underestimated is strategic camouflage. When people assume you are harmless or limited, they relax. Relaxation creates mistakes. While they lower defenses, you gather information and position yourself. Power is most effective when it arrives where no one expected it. Public reactions expose weakness. Whether anger, excitement, or fear, visible emotion gives observers data to exploit. Keep reactions private. In public, remain composed. Silence and restraint deny enemies leverage and increase your perceived authority. Time reveals intentions better than interrogation. Those with hidden agendas grow impatient. Honest actors remain consistent. Delayed decisions when uncertain. Time forces truth to surface without confrontation. Never trap yourself into a single path. Options equal power. When alternatives exist, pressure loses effectiveness. Design life and strategies so you can pivot without loss. Those with options negotiate. Those without comply. Attention is not authority. Loud voices fade, structured power remains. Measure influence by results, not visibility. Those who shout often compensate for lack of control. Quiet operators shape outcomes while others chase applause. Threats weaken credibility. Consistent consequences create reputation. When lines are crossed and results follow, no explanation is needed. Authority grows when enforcement is calm, predictable, and firm. Expectations shape judgment. Set them low or realistic, then exceed them strategically. Surprise creates respect. Overpromising invites disappointment and scrutiny. Those who manage expectations manage perception. Titles create illusion. Influence reveals reality. Observe who decides, who hesitates, and who defers. Real power often operates unofficially. Align strategy with actual control, not symbolic rank. Energy is finite. Do not waste it on unproductive conflict, emotional drains, or unnecessary explanation. Where energy goes, power follows. Guard it like capital. Endings determine legacy. Know when to exit, conclude, or disengage. Staying too long invites decline. The wise strategist leaves on strength, not exhaustion. Ending well preserves power for the next arena. Power is never loud, never rushed, and never accidental. It is built in silence, sharpened through patience, and protected by self-control. Those who master human nature do not beg, chase, or explain. They observe, adapt, and strike only when victory is certain. In a world ruled by emotion, the calm strategist becomes untouchable, because while others react to the moment, he controls the outcome, the narrative, and ultimately, the game itself.